entitled. Because you're entitled. Yes, you just moved in a parking spot so I couldn't pull in.
You're too lazy to walk your ass over there or over there to get a spot. I'm just trying to get my tire fixed. The only issue, you're the only one I had issues with today.
He's standing right there. No, you can't move in the way of a car.
These ladies found spots down there. You could have been inside your dentist appointment by now.
Oh, yeah, I could have.
Can you please send the police, if Chief Dunley's on, can you please send him over to 336 Main Street right in front of Corfit? I'm a resident, just trying to get my tire.
And you moved in front of a parking spot, and you told me I couldn't park here. I have everything on video. I'm not touching you. You're touching my car.
I don't feel safe. Yeah,
okay. Of course you don't feel safe. Of course you don't feel safe. Now I'm about to touch you. Yeah. And I have everything on video recording.
He's getting aggressive now, as you can hear.
Of course. Because you're touching my car, and I'm a black lady. Now I'm aggressive.
So, even before this Karen, parking lot Karen, uttered a word, I note the uniform, and I think we should perhaps take it full screen. Because it's always the same. Water bottle, messy bun, an Apple Watch. Apple Watch, messy bun, water bottle. Okay. I don't have a full body shot. If I did, she probably has 1 or 2 pairs of Lululemon pants. Okay. A bit worn in the buttocks. And that's what she's wearing. And she thinks that makes her special. And she has deputized herself as a parking lot enforcer. And she's weaponizing the police here. Hey, if it's me, maybe I park elsewhere to avoid wherever this Karen says is going on with her tire. So I bet you 50 people lined up to pop it, okay? And that's how she got into this predicament in the first place, because her attitude's so nasty. But the woman involved, the black woman, doesn't have to. You're not the parking code enforcement, Karen. And I don't have to park elsewhere. And she feels so threatened, Yaz, as she talks into her Apple Watch. Yeah, she's getting aggressive. I don't feel safe. You could have been in your dentist appointment by now. Oh, well, she's standing in front of the car. Miss, I feel unsafe. I'll let you take a crack at it.
Yeah, I mean, like, people calling the cops over nonsense should really get charged for wasting taxpayer dollars and wasting the time of public servants. And if she's using all of the trigger words that she knows will earn her sympathy from law enforcement, like the black woman is getting aggressive and the white woman feels unsafe, right? She's saying all these things because she knows to say them. But it's like, just like you, I would probably have just moved on and be like, I'm not dealing with you because you seem like a lot to deal with, right? And it's not gonna be worth my time or energy to deal with people like that. But at the same time, it's like this woman calling the cops over an interaction like this one is ridiculous. It's like we've completely lost our ability to cooperate with each other and just to live around other people. We can't resolve simple disputes like this one. I don't know what this woman did exactly. I don't know what the other woman expected to happen. The details are a little hard to understand or determine here. But at the same time, it's like, figure it out. Why do we need to get the cops involved? Because that once the cops come, that things are only going to escalate beyond a point that they ever should have escalated.
Yeah. And unless I'm, some kind of Barney Fife, why are you calling me for this nonsense?
Why are you calling
Work it out. Be a good citizen. Okay? Do you agree with me that I have identified, sometimes they wear muumuus. It depends on the country and the age group. Sometimes they do come out in muumuus and stuff. But do you agree with me that I've identified the traditional?
Would you say that the Lululemons were a little bit worn?
They're worn in the butt area.
The butt.
It comes
region,
from people who don't have, they're expensive. And so if you don't have 50 of them, she's wearing them over and over again. And I don't have any issue with that. I'm just telling you, she sees herself as a Lululemon representative. Yeah. And I believe that's just how I envision. If we saw the full body shot, I'm rarely wrong about this kind of thing. And it's a blessing and a curse. It's like the sixth sense that I have. I'm telling you, I know what was going on there.
Half of living life is about just recognizing patterns and responding to those patterns because, 9 times out of 10, those patterns are pretty reliable. You're always going to have outliers, but for the most part, you can get by safely with just recognizing and acknowledging the patterns that are before you. And that's all that you seem to be doing, Sharon.
I wish she recognized. Thank you. You're calling the cops in your Apple Watch.
Yeah,
And you got the perp cornered. Stop it. You're ridiculous. You stop it.